Here are my top 5 underrated but awesome evocation spells in Pathfinder 2e. Wall of Wind. This spell creates a wall of wind that is 5 foot thick, 60 feet long, and 30 feet high. Ammunition from ranged weapons, such as arrows and bolts, and other things of similar size, can't pass through the wall. But bigger ranged weapons such as javelins can, but add a -2 penalty to their attack rolls. Massive ranged weapons such as ballistas and spells that don't create physical objects pass through the wall with no penalty. The wall is difficult terrain to any on-land creatures attempting to pass through it. Gases, even creatures in gaseous form, can't pass through the wall. But flying creatures can attempt to pass through the wall with a fortitude save. This one is great because not only does it make it harder for melee enemies to get to you, but most ranged enemies won't even be able to attack you. While you, on the other hand, can attack with your spells just fine, giving you a huge advantage. Divine Wrath. Divine Wrath may only be available to divine casters, but it's one of the best damaging spells on the divine list. Choose an alignment that your deity has. You can't cast this spell if you don't have a deity or if your deity is true neutral. You deal 4d10 of the alignment damage you chose to all creatures in a 20-foot burst within 120 feet, and they must make a fortitude saving throw. Creatures that match the alignment you chose are unaffected by this spell. And creatures that neither match or oppose the alignment you chose treat their saving throw as 1 degree of success better. A creature that doesn't critically succeed on its saving throw takes half damage to full damage and might be sickened or even slowed. This one is fantastic if you know what alignment your enemies are, as not only does it do good damage, but it can also inflict 2 of the best debuffs in this entire system, sickened and slowed. But use this one sparingly because if you use it on the wrong enemies, it doesn't work. Etheric Shards. With this spell, you choose a 20-foot burst within 60 feet. The area is difficult terrain even to flying and incorporeal creatures. Any creature that moves through the area must make a basic reflex save at the end of their movement or take 1d4 piercing damage for each square they moved through. This one is great because unlike other difficult terrain spells, this affects flying enemies as well as incorporeal enemies. And slowing enemies down with difficult terrain is a lot better than people think it is, especially for spellcasters. Blazing Fissure. When you cast this spell, each creature in a 120-foot line that is on the ground must make a basic reflex saving throw, essentially, against 4d6 bludgeoning damage and 66 fire damage. However, if they fail or critically fail their saving throw, they are knocked prone. This is a fantastic way of knocking multiple enemies prone if you can get them into a line, which, if you're strategic about it, is definitely possible, especially if you work well with your party. And it heightens extremely well too, and does good damage. Yeah, definitely pick this one up. Falling Sky. This spell creates a 60-foot high, 30-foot radius cylinder within 120 feet. Flying creatures in the area fall and take twice as much bludgeoning damage as if they had moved the required distance, to a maximum of 60 damage if they fell 60 feet. They take this fall damage even if they succeed on the saving throw, and if the spell's area is entirely in air and they never hit the ground. Creatures on the ground in the area, including flying creatures forced to the ground, must make a fortitude saving throw. As long as they don't critically succeed, they might be prone or even stunned. The great thing about this spell is that they take the fall damage regardless of how they do on the fortitude saving throw. That's right, even if they critically succeed on the saving throw, they still take all that fall damage. Prone and stunned make a great combination because they are essentially wasting 2 actions instead of just 1. And as I've said many times on this channel, Making an enemy waste actions not attacking you is always a good thing. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. And if you're interested in underrated necromancy spells, you can check out this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.